Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 5 of my hardcore series. This is not your conventional everyday world. This is not,
The perfect storm.
this is just hardcore, defaults. I do have X-ray. I'm not gonna use X-ray. Just use it on my friend server. Just a joke. Yeah. It's just a normal hardcore world. Will not be edited. Maybe I'll edit out a few random noises that happen. So only 17, so things are gonna happen, and yeah. Let's get started, I guess. I've not really played much of the new Minecraft update. And looks off to be an interesting start. As you see, it's day 0, wherever it says it. That's my cat in the background. I don't know where to see the actual day. I've never really played it before, but if anybody knows where it is, they'll find it. This is interesting. I've never spawned next to a blacksmith before. Looks like luck is on my side. Hey. Off to an amazing start. I was thinking about taking this slow. Kind of like a retired, whatchamacallit. Retired, I don't know, there's probably a term for it, but I used to kill people, used to play those kinds of games. Minecraft, PvP, I don't know, just kind of got boring. Never the best, never anybody notable, but, it was pretty fun. Now I kind of want to play Minecraft in a normal way. So, here we are. I would stream this, considering I'm not going an edited version. I would, usually stream it. However, that is not something I'm going to do. And considering who's going to rewatch a stream? Nobody. Watching a stream, in my opinion, back is boring. I'd rather watch the stream while it's happening. And nobody watches my streams. I'm not very popular. So, it would be kind of unfair, especially if, I ever want new people to stream a lot of the things I do. So I've kind of given up on streaming here. Yeah. Spawning next to a village off spawn is very nice. Again, I've never had this happen before. This is my first time. So I hope that, it all works out. What's up? What? You want pets? If you want pets, you gotta come here. Anyway. Well, let's get started. Some basic little tools here. Probably just gonna tear this whole house down, actually. Keep the lava. But, yeah. I would have loved to do this with friends. I did have a few friends I wanted to invite in here. However, I kind of have some silly friends. And honestly, just recently I have lost a few of my better friends. But, that's how life is. Just gotta keep sludging forwards, I guess. Do your best. Not for everyone but yourself. So let's get some stone tools created. There we go. Maybe to answer some questions that might occur, my PvP that I decided to do primarily was sword and crystal. I ended up reaching high tier 2 in sword, and in crystal I reached, I think, low tier 3. I played a bunch. I got my best I could at it, reasonably. However, the community kind of just got toxic, and overall I just didn't really feel like it. I already played Counter-Strike enough. And, you know, kind of gave up on Siege, but I still consider that one of the games I play. I am burning all these random wood things. I really don't care. I'm just trying to get rid of this friggin' base. I think that should be a good little starter hall. I'll finish this later. This is 0-0, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, hey. Forgot to grab a hoe for all the hay bales. If you can't tell by how slow I am, it's been a very long time since I've actually played like normal survival. Usually I'll get stuck in some goofy modded stuff, or I'm in creative mode building random things. Not the greatest builder, but I do take pride in the things I've built. Seems to be some steep ledges here. If I were to devote any of my ideas, I'd probably devote them off to Notable. Yeah, actually kind of not to steal anything, any of these ideas, but I'm not stealing them, you know. I'm not doing 100 days, you know. I'm just playing. And you know, that's what this is about. It's just playing. Not playing to win anything, you know. There is no competition here. Oh, hey, and I'm breaking through fishing rod. That's lovely. I'm not playing to win anything here, though. I'm kind of just playing to play. See how far I get. I make it to day 10,000, and, you know, I get famous after this series, or I'm going to get to, like, day 2. And you never know how far you get in these. Especially if you really like it. But I believe that I should have a fair shot. Oh, there's another blacksmith. Isn't that lovely? But yeah. Yeah, I always watched Notable when I was a kid. I always found his content amazing. Oh, diamonds! Iron pickaxe and some stuff. That's really nice. Aren't I just the luckiest ever? You know, people say this kind of stuff is fake, you know. This is like a speedrunner seed. It's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, one thing I will be doing differently is, I don't believe in farms. I think farms are actually kind of scummy. I know that's really weird, you know, I know a lot of people have, in this community especially, have built up a lot of, you know, farms and cool ideas. However, it's not really my taste. I feel like farms are really cheap, you know, and when I say farms, I don't mean like a cow farm or like a pig farm, you know, plant farm. I mean those, you know, giant skyscrapers that have zombies coming out of them and stuff. I feel like that kind of stuff is always so scummy. Oh, I forgot to get the cows. I feel like that kind of stuff should be frowned upon. I mean, you're building in the middle of the ocean with an elytra, building an automatic totem farm. Like, really, dude? I get you're scared, but just play the game. Why do you have to do all this extra steps? It ruins the game, don't you think? Maybe I'm just crazy or something, but that's how I feel. Is that a cave? Oh, lovely it is. I do have enough to make a shield, so I will make a shield before I go into the caves. Let's do that. You know what, one thing I would like to have in Minecraft? The Aether. Like how in Terraria there's the Aether. Minecraft needs the Aether, dude. Like, being able to, like, their original thing. Like, that'd just be such a nice addition that I think everybody should want. Like, come on, man. wouldn't it be cool though? Like an Aether, like come on, there's no way the Aether would not be a cool addition. I also heard in this update you actually can make things out of copper, so copper isn't entirely useless anymore. Well, except for spyglasses and, you know, lightning rods, but who the hell needs those? Unless you're one of those farm makers. Nerds. Anyway. I understand the value in farms, but they're just not something I'd, you know, personally like to get into. I don't have any carrots for them. May as well kill them off. I think I'll probably live in this village. There's a spruce farm over there. I do enjoy, you know, having spruce wood to build with, but it is not a must. A dolphin. Anyways, so far so good. This is not going to be like a day-by-day series. Again, it is uncut. Like, this is all just raw footage, so, you know, I see no reason to, like, do it day-by-day. Feels like more work on my plate and more inconvenient. I'd rather just this one big movie be, you know, what plays out. Kind of. I'll probably edit it all into one big movie, but for now, it's just going to stay as these little mini parts until I decide to get off for the day. Man, where's the day at? I was like, this kind of bugs me now. I genuinely want to find the day. Oh, it says my graphics card. Don't mind the graphics card. I know it's kind of chalked, but my 5060 is not compatible with my motherboard, and I didn't realize that until after I bought it. Pro PC builder, by the way. So, you know, silly me. That's interesting. Not supposed to be connected to that. But yeah. Nice mind. Somebody else's back. this should be a 9 by 9. Pretty nice math right there, right? Anyway, this tree's full of art. I may as well pick up everything. Alright. Which means I do not have enough polished andesite for the floor. How unfortunate. Guess the floor won't be consistent of that, but maybe I'll make the floor oak planks instead. You know what I should do? My favorite type of building, a corner building. Not really like the type of building, it's more or less just a way how you can build corners. I enjoy building corners this way. So, here's how I like to do my corners. So normally you'd probably put a piece of wood here. Well, I like maximizing the amount of space I've been given. So I like putting 2 oak logs here. And then you could do a lot of things right here. However, I will just put 2 oak logs there on top. And then from the outside, looks like the walls are a little bit shorter, but it gives you a lot more space inside. That extra block might count. Who knows? You might have done your math wrong. You might need the extra block. Wood. Anyway. And then alrighty then. And then you're able to put the wood door right here. Perfect. Then you're able to put the walls on the outside and also add little windows right here. That's some stonks right there, for real. New gens wouldn't understand. You know something, this house really is coming together already. Starting to like how it looks. I'm going to use the walls as cobblestone. I think that'd be pretty nice. Maybe the roof as andesite. Why not? To go mining anyway. Guess for now I'll have the interior already laid out. There we go. There we go. Don't need everything in my inventory at once now, do I? Let's start smelting this copper right now. Because why not? Oh, and this pork. I'll try and keep the channel a bit family friendly from here on. I know I have previously been cussing a lot more in my older videos. However, I'm going to try and be a little more sincere towards the community, you know? Because being a little goon all the time is not exactly a good way how to start a channel, you know? Especially if I want to become such a famous YouTuber. I'm probably going to have to lock in. Oh, with those villagers I could probably also, you know, have enchantments really early. Trade that blacksmith to get really good armor. I won't even have to go in the mines. That is very preferable. I'd much rather break wood and logs for sticks than go into the mines and risk losing the world so early on as well. Not to call call myself scared or anything, but rather not this series end the day I started. Or 2 days or 3 days after I started. Again, that'd be pretty embarrassing. How would I be able to call myself a Luke the Notable fan? May not be as notable as him, but you know, that'd be pretty sincere. I also do kind of wonder, do people like these long-term videos? I always liked watching YouTubers, you know, have uncutted and unedited videos, but I don't know how other people with especially shorter attention spans enjoy these kinds of content, but, you know, I hope it's not too terrible. I'm not trying to offend any communities or anything. You know, just playing Minecraft. What's wrong with that? There's a pretty big social decline, though. Attention span, so, you know, maybe people do just wants me to put the fries in the bag already. From the outside, it's not looking too terrible. It is going to sadly have a flat top because I'm not the very greatest at building roofs, and today is not in fact the day to show off how terrible I am at building roofs. So this is going to have to be the base for the time being. Put a bed right here, have all my things right there. Nice little corner where I can put an armor stand, maybe some trophies, who knows. This is just the starter hut. Just seeing, just making sure. Let's get that roof down. I have nowhere near enough. I'll just turn them all into slabs then. Goodness gracious. Silly me. Huh, already night too. There we go. I do apologize for the background. If anything unruly, you know, comes across, I will probably cut it out. But however, I doubt that would happen. Or need to get to 2 such points. Oh, another thing. I do assume that people are probably going to call me out for being lazy with the content and not editing. However, I don't really find it lazy. I find it more expressive. A lot of people have so much editing in their works, and I feel like editing to such a huge level kind of ruins the content. So, you know, maybe this new form of work will be looked up upon. People won't call me all lazy and, you know, selfish or whatever excuse somebody could probably bring up.
There's hundreds of them.
But, yeah, I think it would be more creative not to be so huge into editing. I also just don't want to pay a guy for his time, especially with my videos. I feel like if I'm going to make the videos, I may as well make them my way, because they're not your videos, they're mine. You're just watching them. I don't have a bed yet, and I don't really want to steal ones for the villagers. So I guess I'll just stick to the cobblestone grind. Cobblestone's a non-useful resource anyway, so you can't really complain, can you? Oh yeah, I would usually be playing music at this time, however, the last time I did that was on stream, and for some reason my stream got taken down after I was done recording it. It said something about how it was copyrighted or whatever. I don't really see a big deal. It's not like I was promoting the music in any way or using it for any views. I was just listening to music. I don't see how you can be selfish over such a meager claim. And hey, it is what it is. Makes sense why they would do that though. I can see people trying to use others' music as, their own little thing. I got lucky, but luckily I didn't get a strike card, which means I could still post. But I think Minecraft music, the default vanilla stuff, isn't gonna get me copyrighted. I've done many other videos and I didn't see anything, but I'm getting in trouble for it, so maybe I won't. Who knows? I don't. Somebody does. It's kind of out of my pay grade. My salary. I wonder, is this all one chunk that I'm mining in? Yeah. I'm just mining in a little chunk, aren't I? Interesting. If anybody knows me here, I have a huge thing where I like mining out in entire chunks. I don't know why. Just something I enjoy doing. Mining all these little chunky monkeys and having all these giant holes everywhere. Putting glass over top of them. Or living in them. Or maybe I'm just weird. I'm just weird. But it is what it is. I think maybe now might actually be a good time while it's nighttime to go out and grab that shipwreck. You know the monsters are on land, so if I don't have a bed, I may as well spend this night doing something important. Alright, I'm in no time of stress or worry. There is no 100-day limit. Whatever. I feel like that's kind of ruining gaming. Is all of these, challenges and competitions. Somebody who used to play Call of Duty at a very large rate. I mean, a lot of games are being ruined. Everybody's, all about progression, and games are more of a job than the job you probably had to offer. It's kind of why I wanted to start posting about Minecraft. There's no real goal I'm working for. If you play games just to play them and just to have fun, like when you were a kid and didn't understand anything, it'd be a lot more fun, literally. A lot more simpler than you think. I guess I just started finding games boring recently and wanted to have something new. That's a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna break that. I need a chest anyway. That's a wood. Another chest. Oh, there is. Not to be too greedy. Should have a treasure map in it, though. This is the captain's quarters. Mr. Treasure. That's my first hit of it. Never mind, I got out just in time. Wow. That's a very convoluted map right there. I think I'll just put it on chest. 9 books. 2 bookshelves. Stonks. Hey. Look at all those monsters surrounding my base. Creeper on the land. Goodness. I'm just gonna sleep in the villager's bed one more time. No harm, no foul. Better than dealing with all this mess. One thing I have noticed, I've not taken a single bit of hunger down. That is pretty interesting. Oh, as I say that, I did lose a hunger. There's a dolphin over there. Not a huge fan of dolphins. Sorry, buddy. One last time. Not taking a single hint of damage so far. Such thing. Oh no. Goodness. I hear a skeleton. I'd rather her not shoot the villagers. I know I can hear that. Where is that? Freaking me out, man. You know what? Maybe the skeleton. Alright. Oh. Almost forgot something. The wool. Nobody's using these stands anyway. I don't think anybody would mind if I just made one disappear for a minute. Alrighty then. No, I really don't like dolphins. But they're not worth it to kill. They drop nothing except for fjord. Hi, Mayume. Where you going, baby girl? I hear a cow somewhere. Oh. Found the cow. Aw, hi Amber. What are you doing, kitty? Oh, now I'm in the bed, I could sleep forever. My glass is done. I should have about 2 pieces left. Or 1. Jeez. Brutal. There we go. Bed. Nice. Can actually use these fences on the outside right here. Makes the house look a little more secure. Or I'm just tripping. Hey, even got the perfect amount. Perfect. There we go. A lantern. A lantern in the middle there. This is really coming along. Haters are gonna hate, but they can continue hating. This is nice. I think it's now time for me to grow up here and start going caving. I think the villager idea would work, however, I'm kind of impatient. Let me use some of the resources I've gathered so far to make myself some tools. Might come in handy. Let's start off with an iron axe. Not iron axe, a copper axe. About the same as a stone. Stone's broken. Plus copper purple. Then I'll make myself a stone pickaxe. I need leggings and a helmet as well. I think I'll also make myself a diamond pickaxe. Actually, I'll save the diamonds. Bring blocks. And, guess that'd be it, wouldn't it? I got a shield, full iron armor, copper axe, iron pickaxe, and a stone axe. And some cobblestone. I'll just keep the cobblestone there. Yeah, that should be okay. I know it's recommended to bring torches, however, viewer experience, my experience, I don't care. Everybody can see in the dark just fine. Oh, this is the first bit of damage I've ever taken. Excited I am. Yeah, everybody can see in this. Don't do this at home. I'll bring this all the way up. Never go into your settings in a cave. You'll just get touched. Well now. It's probably the entrance to the other cave. I guess. The deeper we go. Well, I feel like that was a useful endeavor anyway. Hey. There. The skeletons are a lot smaller than the average skeleton, aren't they? That dude just looked straight up my hole right there. Not a huge fan of the skeletons. At all. Oh, they can't hit me for that. I'm a bit stubborn here. I'm very, very curious, and I would like to know what's, in this. There you go. Fighting. There you go. Maybe they're not the strongest creatures ever. Oh, there's another one. More spawn, huh? That's pretty interesting. Let's block this part out. Oh, hey. A barrel and a hopper. That's just nice some iron. Oh, that's a very deadly drop. Don't want that fall down that, would I? And play there. Put some blocks there and boom. Bit of an easier way up now, don't I? Oh, hi. If you don't have a sword while fighting skeletons, it's easy to abuse your shield, and if you can get close to them, you can bounce the arrow off your shield. Hit them. However, these guys' arrows are really weak. Poison's literally the weakest of all the arrows. Matter of fact, I don't even recommend using it. Poison just sucks overall. It's only good in very niche certain areas. Alright. A lot nicer way to go up now, isn't it? Boom. And I can even block that part off so nothing shoots me on my way out. There we go. Bye there. Oh. You can also time the arrows just right so you can get 2 hits right after getting hit once. Interesting. Oh, nice. Another little trial key. Some arrows, some emeralds. Oh. A water bucket. There we go. I can fall from way greater heights now. Some lingering poison potions. That sucks. But alright. I don't mind some eggs. Let me use this tough blocks to some chicken. I don't have a key on me, buddy. Sorry. Well, there we go. Nice little thing we have going here, huh? That's a lot. I'm just gonna pick it up. We'll use that barrel I saw over here as like a little sorter. Things I don't need and just don't want. Poison arrows, they can keep them. Broken bow. Rotten flesh. Keep the smithing template. They can be pretty rare sometimes. Keep the potions. Might come in handy at some point. The acacia planks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on the acacia. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I'll keep everything else. Where? Hey! A pot. That's pretty nice. Oh, I got the dead bush too. That's rare. Oh. I let my guard down. Take that time. Move out of that. Yeah, I think that's enough trial chambers for me today. I let my guard down. I know it's just sold. Another dispenser. Another water bucket. I'll take it just for safekeeping. Fire charges, they can stay. Snowballs, they can also stay. Hey, lots of little key rooms down here. This one looks like it has a crossbow in it. This one has an iron axe. Man, I really missed out. I should use the ones down here. There's a lot going on. Alright, I'm gonna go back home. I'd say today's mining strip was pretty eventful. I guess successful as well. Found some things I need. Arrow of slowness. Goodness. I think I'll pass on the arrow of slowness. It's also probably nighttime. Resting every day keeps the phantoms away. Well, pretty eventful. I forgot how calming and relaxing Minecraft can tend to be. Everybody's own little goofy little potions in their own chest. I heard a zombie, so I'm gonna sleep just to get that out of here. No zombies needed. I got a pot. I'll put the pot right here. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. That's cool. Nice. I will not complain about such things. Goes up at the barrel there. Put a water bucket in there. Alright. Well, that was a nice trip. I'd like to go back, however. I'm on the hunt for diamonds and some lava. Getting to the nether is pretty important. Especially considering the nether can hold a lot of useful items. Netherite. Not one to, be in such a hurry. However, getting netherite would be very beneficial towards me. Being so slow kind of stinks. I almost actually died back there. One shot of that arrow took me down to 5 hearts. Any other person without armor would have literally died. That is not exactly nice. Now, if 3 arrows struck me, I think I'd have died there. Maybe I would have been on 1 heart because of poison, but still. I'd rather not risk that kind of stuff again. Well, in case I never want to, pop back into that again, I think I will. Thing here. Just to keep it going. Some bricks. And I can just make a little bridge. Over top of the trial. Lovely. That deep sleep already. Man, I didn't realize it was that deep. Goodness. Caves also hold the most, resources in them. We love water caves. mined all the way down to bedrock. Maybe there's still some diamonds? Yeah, no, we're cooked, chief. There are, in fact, no diamonds. And I can't believe out of all of that, I never got any. Just so unlucky. Usually by now, there'd at least be like 10 of them in my inventory. It's been too long, so I have no idea what Y level has diamonds. So I guess I'll go to like negative 25? There we are. Let me screenshot that. Not even a cave either. Like the tricky trial just not let me delete anything but it. I feel like I've said this a bajillion times, but I do actually have a 7-day series I started on this channel. I never really decided to finish it. Main reason is I switched PCs, and that also means a lot of my game files are kind of just gone now. Like my world it kind of just disappeared. Don't know what happened to it. I wish I could find out what happened to it, but it just didn't appear anymore on my thing. And honestly, I wasn't really worried about it. Kind of died anyway. Not many people really enjoyed that kind of content. I did edit it a bunch, and you know, I spent a lot of time working on them, but it wasn't very fruitful, as you could probably imagine. However, I do respect my loyal 30 subscribers, and it's really nice to have that kind of support. Diamonds! Let's go. You know, I already have diamonds, but finding the cave is a lot more refreshing. It's a bunch. There we go. Oh, on the last diamond too. Well, let's go back home. You get a, you know, whatchamacallit, a diamond pickaxe anyway. Just gonna use the 3 up there to make one real quick. Make a little nether portal. Grab some more obsidian. Could even go to the tricky trial and grab the fire charges in that little thing right there. Matter of fact, I'll do that on my way. Grab the little fire charges in the thing. It was this one, if I remember correctly. Ah, there we go. Oh, hey, I have flint. Didn't even need to. Well, whatever. Where's my way up again? Oh, there it is. Well, so far, so amazing. You know, I already have a lot of my progress. You know, in the very start. I would like to work on my house a little more before I go. It's a layout of my, you know, kind of like moderate, you know, end house. Like the house I'm going to be living in from now on. I don't know where to do with that though. It is nighttime, so let's just head to bed. Skeleton, of course. Oh. Ready to run. I don't have FOV effects on, so I actually forget when I run and when I'm not. It always looks like I'm just walking. One, two, three. 1, 2. Boom. My first diamond pickaxe. Hopefully it carries me a long way, huh? I guess I should head to bed. I think the starter house is gonna go eventually. Oh. Easy. Oh. Easy. Oh, man, I'm taking my keybox. I do apologize for the noise in the background. My goodness. We have a new puppy, so she's a bit of a troublemaker. There's what it is. So the real question is should I wait to even enter the Nether until I've already built my base with the Nether portal attached, or should I go in now? So I go in now, I actually have an idea of like what I'm after, you know? I'll just go in after I build my base. I'd rather play it safe and get full diamond enchanted gear. If I go in too early, then I'll end up losing everything. I'd rather not have that happen. Ouch. Oh yeah, I did see that recently. JC and Jason did play Minecraft. I would love to, you know, be a part of that eventually. If I ever get popular enough, I would love to teach them. They seem to be struggling on a lot of more basic concepts, such as direction and coordinates. So it'd be pretty nice to be a part of something like that, especially those big of people. If you get what I'm saying by big. Yeah. Let's see how this all plays out. See what happens. My videos to eventually be some sort of tutorial ones, kind of like Zebra Gaming, how he made his entire little world into an entire just a little tutorial channel. It was really nice when I was younger, when I was trying to figure out how to play. If anybody has any updates on what Zebra Gaming's up to, then please let me know. I haven't heard from that guy since 2012. Before that, maybe even like 2010. Very long time. Nobody's though. He's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. He's a YouTuber I grew up with. That and Unspeakable, but Unspeakable was more of just a meme tuber for me. Maybe we all start our YouTubers. I'd love to know. I'd love to engage. I've made up my mind. I will, in fact, fully just wait to go to the Nether until I have my base down. I don't think I'll wait until I have full enchanted diamond gear. I think that's a bit too much. I'm not that terrible at the game, but, it might be worth the endeavor, I guess. Wait, the enchantment table. I do need a little more save if I remember this. Should be perfect. Yeah, if I start advertising my channel a lot more, my Instagram and stuff like that, I think it can be really worth my while. And maybe I'll even become more famous and stuff. I don't really care about being the rich thing. Matter of fact, I don't even think I had a lot of donations. As much as making money would be cool, I feel like making money for playing video games is kind of odd. One of video games is for it to not be a job, but everybody's trying to make it into a job. I don't like that. I think people should just play video games just to play them. And yeah, even if it takes up a lot of your day, there's just fine. So you can play video games. But that's just my opinion. It's usually, not worth anything anyway. Hey, it's daytime. Still. Alright, let's work on the layout of what I'm going to do with this base. I'm thinking maybe I go maybe a castle design? I like castles. But, who knows? There we go. I'm pretty stacked, I'd say. One thing I have learned, though, this game's taught me not to really, put too much value on things. Like in the game. For example, usually when I play survival, I used to always leave a lot of my, valuables behind, like a diamond pickaxe, for example. I would never usually bring a diamond pickaxe with me if I were just looking at a layout for a base. However, I decided to do this time because I didn't really think about it. What if I need that diamond pickaxe? It's an emergency. I'd rather have it on me than die without it. Because if I die, then I lose it again. You only have one shot. I'm going to use what I have to its fullest. Yeah, if it goes away, at least I could see it either A, before I die, or B, in order to survive. But my logic may not be, so apparent, so who knows. Maybe I'm off my rocker. I've lost my marbles. Oh, some marbles. Usually I'd say preserve the wildlife. Kono's gotta eat. Or Cat's Catter. My name in the game is Cat's Catter for some reason. Oh yeah, my friends made me change it to it. L friends. It was something I didn't like before anyway, so who knows. Maybe it's for the better. Seems to be a cave here. I'll leave the pigs alone. I think building here would be pretty nice. I'd have to terraform quite a bit, which does mean getting full diamond gear. Ugh. But, if I can make this all flat, from that little hill right there, all flat throughout here, I could build something pretty nice. Let's not leave the options so limited. Let's look around a little more. I do have saddles for those horses. That's good that there's some horses over there. Let's run a little bit. I do want to build relatively close to the village. Not gonna lie, I don't feel like moving my things and my belongings too far away. That's a huge drag. There's like no space. What's on that hill? Pink trees! I love cherry wood. And there's a spruce area over there. That's awesome. It's turning nighttime. let's head back. I know the resources now, what I want to use to build the base. Oh, I messed up. I just need to find where to build it. Not a huge fan of villagers. I actually quite despise villagers, but I do respect them. They are villagers, and they really didn't do anything wrong with them. So I'm not going to kick all these guys out and build over top of them. As nice of an area this would be to build in, I think I'll actually just leave it be. You know what? I could literally build over top of that mountain, and I'd be able to look upon the entire ocean and the village right here. Yeah, that seems pretty right. It's also 0-0, where I literally spawned in at. Cat. I heard a goat. Not a goat, a sheep. Oh, there's lava right here. Forgot about that. Oh, might as well. What other purpose does it serve? I'm gonna head back. I don't want to get my butt blown by a creeper. Pause. I don't want to get my back blown up. I don't really want to get destroyed by a creeper right now. Mr. Skeleton. Oh, I have to skeleton. Maybe there's... No, it's definitely this skeleton. Okay, the water bucket was unnecessary, but it was located on. Water bucket part 2? I didn't even... Yeah, never mind. Sorry about that. Alright. You know what I just noticed about that achievement? Oh no, it does have that little thing right there. Alright. Let's finish tearing down this little house up here and... Oh, it's morning time. Spiders are pretty safe in morning time. I learned that in the little... what's it called? You know that book? I don't know, at the book fair when I was around 1st grade, so I was like 7 or 8 years old. Wait, no. I was like 6 years old. I don't know. But, you know, there was this book in the book fair that I really wanted. So I bugged my mom about it until she bought it. And it was a Minecraft book. It had all these cool fun facts I didn't actually know about the game yet. I don't know if they're still selling them, but they're pretty awesome actually. I still have them. I got 2 of them out of 4. I'm actually thinking about probably buying the whole thing of it. Pretty fun. Seeing all the older Minecraft stuff. Hey, maybe one day I'll make an older Minecraft playthrough. Who knows? It's pretty fun. Being a kid and stuff. Anyway, reminiscence. One thing I really love about this game is that you can take this game at any pace. There's no rush in this game. I mean, I literally can spend like my entire time playing without moving. Like, I literally don't have to do anything. There is no objective. You just load into the game and play. It's my favorite part. When I was playing the demo version before I actually could get the game, it was a super flat world, and I was so confused because I didn't know what to do. Just a giant flat surface in front of me with my hand in my face. I was like, what do I do? And I think the exploration is what really brought everything together. You know, exploring everything and doing everything is it's what brings the game to life. And I think that's why this game will always be one of the best games ever created. Thanks, Notch. You're a genius. Oh yeah. Sorry if I've talked too much. I actually don't know how much commentary I need to put, considering there's not going to be any edits, and this is literally just the raw footage. I am speaking, by the way, while playing. Don't get that mixed. You can hear my mouse, but you know, this is literally the raw footage of the video, and I really don't know how to entice people. I'm just kind of playing and enjoying the game. Just leave a comment down if you've even gotten this far. I know I'm probably an hour or two in by now, but if you managed to get this far, thank you. That means a lot, you know. But another thing, please leave a comment down what I could do to get better. You know, I am very new to recording these kinds of things. As you can literally tell that my YouTube channel's been up for so long with no videos. I've always just kind of posted random things on this channel. I've never taken it seriously. But I want to take it seriously, you know? And the only way to do that is with advice. So I would appreciate if, you know, y'all could just leave a comment down. Tell me things that, roll way better. I have no axe now. So guess I'll skip out the wood part for now. I hope I make it far, honestly. I want to make it far. Really. Sorry about that noise. It's such a horrible noise. It's a water spigot. It's this really squeaky noise when you turn it on. I don't know why I had such a loud earlier. Water spigot. Oh my god, I dropped my phone. Goodness. It's 7:30 at night. Anyway. What was I saying? Completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I would love advice. I'd love to get better at this, and I'd love to improve, like, drastically. It'd mean a lot if, you know, have a little more support and a little more advice. Make me better and make me content. And hey, at the end of the day, you know, that's so bad anyway. It's not like you have to pay to be here. I can't get to like seriously, the 5060 I bought that isn't even anything to get a shot on you. Like, it literally doesn't matter. If there's a ledge, they will still just walk over and shoot. Like, they will walk over top of magma. It's like, it's so dumb. So dumb. Evokers are the worst too. They see a literal single hair of you. They see a literal pixel of your body. They are summoning Maharaga in the form of wisps, bro. It's corny and it's trash. So dumb. Like, one time, I was making an evoker farm because, you know, I was on creative mode and I wanted to see how the farm would even, if it would even work for infinite totems in one of my servers. And this goober, I was on survival testing it, and it was one of the hit ones, so I could hit them from the bottom. Literal pixel. It was a pixel you would have to hit them through. Somehow the evoker managed to look at me, and 34 vexes murked me, and I had to go on creative to get my loot back. It was horrible. Horrible. Nerf vexes. Anyway, now that the house is cleaned up, nobody lived there anyway. They're all down there. Let's figure out what I'm going to do. I have quite a vast space up here, since it also is a plains biome last I remember. This is plains. Fancy clouds. How much memory I'm using? Yeah, no idea where any information that's useful to me is. But that's okay. I think I'll start off by flattening this. I think this would be the perfect level. If I flatten that, it'll be a lot better. Once it turns nighttime fully and I start getting hit by skeletons, I'll just run and stick around afterwards. Oh, you know what my content would be good for? What I love doing is sleeping or eating to YouTube videos. It always sucks if I'm like having a big meal and like all my favorite YouTubers are only posting like short form content. I always end up having to skip through and have my mouth mid-meal to go after something. I'd rather just post like a long-term video. And even if I don't finish it, it's still worth it to watch, you know? Not those like stupid like 5-minute how to build a iron farm in 1.21.9.3 snapshot Goober Nelson. Like, I'd rather just enjoy the game, you know, and enjoy what I'm looking at. So I think long forms would be way better. Way better. Oh, since you can probably tell by the screenshots, I don't know when I'm going to post this video. However, the making date is the 5th of October. So, you know, compare that to the time it comes out. Really due to my motivation. I'm either going to be very motivated or not motivated at all. Who knows what Kono's up to in the future. Not Emerald. I don't know if this is an intro, but I think I did actually have fabric on one of my mud lists. So I actually don't like fabric, like at all. I've always been an Optifine kid, and I even have an Optifine cape. Yeah, Optifine. Fabric is so weird. I don't like fabric. I mean, and you can cheat in fabric. It's like, when I cheat in Minecraft like that, it's like that to fall down through. Now, I have fabric installed specifically because I'm sadly crit, and I actually cheated in my friend's server. Hence why we're not together. Now, hear me out. It wasn't cheating. I wasn't harming anybody, but I was flying around like a goober. So earlier today, I decided it'd be a good idea that I wanted to have a little fun. So I loaded up the Roast client, and I decided I'm going to cheat now. And I decided to fly. And I flew around all spawn, you know, I flew in front of him. He's the owner, by the way. He was completely astonished I had the balls to do that. I flew in front of him, you know, you were my friend, you know, it was awesome. I was just flying, and then all of a sudden, I'm permanently banned from the server. And I had a great idea. I was like, wait, what if I say I was cheating, and it was just lag? That sentenced me to 3 years of being banned instead of permaban. Which is a W, you know, being permanently banned compared to having a time limit until it gets unbanned is not terrible. However, the time limit is never going to be undone considering I'm only going to live until I'm probably 84. So it's not. But it was pretty fun. You know, flying on survival. I did take fall damage and times because I don't really know how to cheat in this game. Kind of spent my whole every day of this game like not cheating, but you know, it was a fun experience. I don't recommend cheating, you know, in any game. But if you ever want to fly, you know, there's videos for it. It's fun. Maybe I'm just a special little kid or something, but you know, I thought it was dope. But man, this shovel's only shovels in the game. I didn't want this thing. I need 2 stones. 2 stones equal 1 iron. Right? That was terrible. That was awful. That was the worst use of iron I think I've ever used. 1 iron shovel gives you 3 stacks and 3 out of 4ths. Fucking dirt. That's terrible. What a waste. What to do about that then? I'll just make a few stones. I'll make 3 stones because I need to finish terraforming and then I need to make an outline of where I'm going to put the blocks. So there we go. Was I perfect? No. I was not perfect. I'm not perfect. That is how it is. Nobody's perfect. Perfect. Not humans. Because humans were never made nor meant to be perfect. You know, this game can be so beautiful. I don't even have shaders on. I might start playing with shaders. It'll probably kill my current graphics card, but, you know, it still looks pretty. Seeing all the shaders and stuff. I still don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm trying to think of like things to do with all this space up here. I really don't know. I just build like a wizard castle. Like, you know those little single tube castles? shoot, it's hard to explain. What is a single... as well. I won't make it out of stone. I feel like stone would be too generic. I think it'll be a spruce base with a oak interior and a top of a pink trees, cherry blossoms. In the center of the courtyard will also have a cherry tree. A natural one, of course. I'm not good at building trees. And there we go. It'll be perfect. And in this area, I'll probably make this into like a nice little farm. You know. Yeah, I'll have a sheep pen. And over there, there'll just be animals that live around. You know what? Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Honestly, though, I think I'm gonna do though. That'd be a really nice project for tomorrow. Hopefully, I decide to upload this soon. And if anybody actually made it this far, congratulations. You know, this is about an hour long, maybe 2. I forgot. But I hope I'm entertaining enough for the mass. Honestly, I really like this. This is a good way how to refresh the day. Anyways, it was nice seeing, you know, the world. I forgot what keybind. There we go. I do have a Garfield skin on. I did not make the skin. I don't know who did, but shout out, I guess. Yeah. This is my Minecraft world. This is my hardcore Minecraft world, and it'll be nice to see where this goes. Have a great day. Kono out.